So this workout is the 15-minute beginner weight training for beginner workout, strength training, dumbbell workout, women, men.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's Joanna. Welcome to another workout video review. You are in for a treat today because for whatever reason, my puppy dog really wanted some attention. They have almost 1.8 million subscribers. They have been on YouTube for years. I have never heard of them before, and it was recommended to me. So today I am doing my very first HASfit video. I am going in cold, which means I haven't even previewed to see what the video is. Are you ready? Let's get started. I love how it's a duo. I like when there's like a male and a female and they like trade off between each other in the workout. I also really appreciate when there's a male and female duo and it's like the female that does the harder exercises, because there's this notion that it's generally the male. Okay, so there is a workout preview right in the beginning. So like I missed this when I jumped into it. I wasn't paying attention to what was coming up. And I like really rushed to pick the weights that I was going to be using. But there is a preview, which is good. This is a commentary video, so they're talking the entire time, and there's like this really light music playing in the background, which is great for a beginner workout. They're starting off with some movement to begin with. I don't know what this is called. I'm sure they mentioned it, but almost like a really low impact jumping jack to get your heart rate up. Remembering that this is a beginner workout, I found that this was like a very gentle warm-up. Was not at all onerous. They have at the top the calorie burn. This calorie burn is always an estimate. Do not take it to heart, and definitely don't, if you are looking for weight loss, don't take that calorie burn that they're telling you into account when it comes to your overall calories. That's not a great way to lose weight, especially if you're on the smaller side. Like me at 5 feet, even when I weighed like 180 pounds, this calorie count was definitely, not accurate for me. And now at 5 feet and 120 pounds, I can't take this calorie count seriously at all. Really great instruction. Like they go through the detail step by step of every single exercise. Some of these things I have not done in a really long time, like these particular type of exercises. It's been a while. This is the kind of workout that I would have done at like the YMCA when I was probably like in my teens or in my 20s. So it's been a while since I've encountered this type of a warm-up in a fitness video. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, it was a little bit different for me. They really talk about like the muscle interaction as well, which is great for beginners, like squeezing your glutes. It took me a really long time to understand what embracing my core meant, or what even squeezing my glutes meant. So I do think that if you're new to working out and you're able to, it's worth the investment to actually go to a gym and do a couple of sessions with a personal trainer to learn about muscle activation. They even talk about things about like spine alignment, keeping your head in a nice neutral position with your spine. And I find stuff like that, like it's great for someone to talk about it, but unless you are watching yourself work out, then you don't really know if you're doing it. So if you're a beginner and you're new to exercise, it actually is valid to film yourself doing some exercises and to actually see what it looks like. Many years ago, I hired a personal trainer. Like I saw it on Facebook, like 5 sessions for this massive discount. And they actually filmed some of my exercises, and I realized what I was doing incorrectly. And one of the downfalls of doing exercise videos and working out on your own at home is not having someone to actually look at your form and be able to give you feedback. So getting that video feedback, finding out some of the things that I was doing and getting those fixed was really beneficial, because exercise is great when you're doing it properly, but if you're doing exercises incorrectly and you're compounding that over time, you can do damage to your body. So the warm-up was pretty long in comparison to what I'm used to, like well over 3 minutes, getting to the 4-minute mark. Now they talk about choosing a weight that you feel comfortable with, but they don't really give you a baseline. So I really appreciate in workout videos when they tell you how much weight they're using to at least give you like an idea. Oftentimes beginners might pick a weight that's below what they should be working at, or if you're tired or you just kind of like want to half-ass your workout, it's really easy to default to a weight that is lighter. So with this particular exercise, I just grabbed my 15-pound dumbbells, mainly because I was super sore after doing a leg day the day before. I'm doing epic end game, and I think we were on day 27, legs and glutes, so my legs were already pretty sore to start with. Normally, with a deadlift or a Romanian deadlift, I would like pick up one of my heavier kettlebells to do it. Really great overview of how to actually do the workout, how to perform, how your body should be bending. They talk about a hip hinge. They talk about the way to actually bend your knees and keep your back straight, and all of these different components, which is great for beginners. But again, I recommend filming yourself to see if you're actually doing that. The counter here goes up, and it would be nice if they had a counter that went down so you knew how long was left in the workout. Like, it's hard to tell if you should change a weight or transition an exercise or take a break if you don't know the time frame. So that is one thing that I didn't like about this particular workout. Timer goes up, but I don't know how much time is actually left. So this workout is a full body workout. They're doing activation in a variety of larger muscle groups. Really great instruction about how to go about doing this particular exercise as well. I found the instruction throughout the entire thing to be really incredible. There's a little bit of banter that goes back and forth between them, which is fine. I mean, it's unnecessary, I think. So I did get to the point with this particular exercise where I was sort of like, okay, like how many more am I doing? I'm starting to get a little bit tired. Should I take a break? But I don't know, because I don't know how much time is left, so I don't know how much to push myself. I found that to be like the downfall of each exercise with this particular video. There are no actual breaks, so there's no rest periods. The rests are really just like the instructional time. And I did find that it's a beginner workout, but beginner doesn't mean using the lightest weights possible. Lots of beginners are super strong and can use heavier weights. So I don't know what kind of weight they're using here, but just visually looking at it, like these are very light weights to be using. When they go through the instruction, they're really talking about like why you would use a bench and the purpose of it, and using a bench for squats is great. As a beginner, it really teaches you like the proper form and how to lean like back with the body so that you're not just coming like straight down or forward, which is great. They didn't talk much about the positioning of the feet, which I thought was surprising. They talk about breathing, which is super important for anyone at any fitness level. It's very easy to forget to breathe or to hold your breath. It can be difficult to learn to like breathe in and then breathe out on the explosive movement. I thought it was interesting with the push-up that they only did variations. They didn't invite you to do a full push-up, as many as you could possibly do. They went right into 2 different variations, but they didn't talk about like wall push-ups in here. So both variations on the floor, on the bench, but like what if you don't have a bench? They didn't actually suggest doing a push-up off of the wall, which is another variation of how to do a push-up. They go through the breathing in each stage of the exercise, which is good, reminding you to breathe. As a beginner, listening to the instruction a few times would be good before putting in your own music. They also do quite a bit of like motivational talking throughout the workout. So asking you to remember why you're here, reminding you that it's like the compound effect. You keep coming back and you do it day after day and you're gonna see changes. And they bring up your nutrition as like part of it, but really when it comes to like fitness and exercise, you cannot work out enough to overcome bad eating habits. Like you just cannot do it. They do have turned on mid-video ads, which can be, you can look at it one of two ways. Like it can be kind of irritating when you're working out to like have to skip past an ad, or it can be like a little break that some people might really want to have. I prefer when that feature is turned off because the YouTube creator does have the ability to turn that off and they just have like beginning and end ads, but I understand the purpose for like the mid-roll ones. Doing the squat, and he talks about like not bouncing the knee off of the back, and that was a great reminder for me. I often do bounce my knee off of the back when I'm doing a split squat. So I was just like, right, that's not something that I want to be doing. So even, you know, as you're like, and if you're an intermediate or an advanced exerciser, there were some really good reminders in here about technique and form. It would be great if they gave you an amount to work towards when you're doing the split squat. It is time-based, but like you don't want to be doing like 10 on one foot and 20 on the other side. So I appreciate when the instructor actually gives you like a goal to think about. I like to do fitness videos because then I don't actually have to count. Like I really dislike going to the gym and counting reps. I don't want to count to 10 or 15 like hundreds of times. So I do like timed ones, but if you're a beginner and you're finding this difficult, it would be great if there was a number. So my recommendation would be to aim for between 10 and 20 per leg and have that. Like it's fine to do 10 on one leg and 12 on another, but you don't want to be way off, like 10 on one leg and 20 on another. You just don't want to do that, especially since we tend to naturally start with the same leg. So the one leg would always be getting a higher or lower rep count. Another thing that I found really interesting was I was like warmed up, ready to go after the split squats, and then they're done, like the exercises are over. So it's not even a full 15-minute workout, and that's taking into account the warm up at the beginning. We don't even have a runtime of 15 minutes. So even though it's a beginner workout, it's super short, and beginner doesn't mean it needs to be short. So a 15-minute workout is like okay, but it's really, you know, not gonna bring you the results that you're probably looking for if you're only doing 15 minutes of activity every day. I had a moment of like, I really don't want to do a 6-minute cool down, and then I took a breath and just remembered that it's probably good for my body to actually like participate in this cool down of 6 minutes. So overall, I liked the workout. If I was gonna give it like a star rating, I'd probably give it like a 3.5. It's a decent workout. It's a full body workout. It's got some really foundational exercises going on, but it's so short. I do think that if you're picking a beginner workout, I would look for one that's longer. You know, you want to be aiming for about 30 minutes of physical activity a day minimum. But I'm really glad that this was recommended to me so that I have a new channel to follow for exercise videos. If you would like me to review one of your favorite exercise videos, link it in the comments below and I will check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.